What is going on, you guys? It is your boy SF Bay Area Sports Talk, and welcome to the post-game show today. Now, I wish we were talking about a big series victory in Houston, but unfortunately, we dropped the final game of the road trip 5-1 today. And yeah, this road trip, we knew that this was going to be the biggest test of the season for the Giants. This road trip, going to Colorado for 4 games and then going to LA and Houston. And yeah, we did not fare well on this road trip. And so let me get to some of the comments. Welcome everyone to the show today. Very excited to have you here. I wish we were talking a victory today. And yeah, so if we can get, man, just this, all the excitement from last night's victory. I was hoping we can take that momentum into today's game. And right now, today, it just wasn't. The wheels kind of fell off there in the 6th inning. And so there's a lot to get to from today's game. Welcome, M2201. What is going on? Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Yeah, man, this was such a big game for us. If we could have got this win, we would have been feeling really good, especially with how difficult this road trip was. You know, a lot of games we were close in on the road trip. What is up? Welcome, David Knight. Welcome to the show. And yes, so let's start getting into today's game. So Trevor Cahill did make his first start of the year for the Giants. And what I was really excited about from Cahill is I thought he had great stuff today. But again, with him making his first appearance of the year, you knew that he was going to be amped up today. And so let's see if I can get the box score here for you guys. So if we can look ahead, let's see, pull it up. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me here. So there you go. So, yeah, this start for Cahill, it was absolutely huge today. You know, I thought he looked good, but again, that second inning just had to throw way too many pitches there. I mean, he had like 53 pitches in the second inning. And so, as we know, Cahill ended up going an inning and 2/3 today. But again, I thought the stuff looked pretty good, and I think we'll see him this year make a big impact for us this year. So, you know what? I thought that for Cahill, for what he gave us tonight in his first appearance, I thought, was pretty good. And yeah, this game, again, when the Giants fell behind 4 runs, our offense, which has been so huge for us this year, you guys. I mean, they have been so clutch this season, and we have come back multiple times this season down 4 runs in a ball game. So, right now, today, you thought we could maybe do that and somehow get a series victory out of Houston. But yeah, we go 3-7 on the road trip. Not how you want to draw out the script here. And we come back home for a much needed homestand. And yeah, we got the Oakland A's coming into town. So that is going to be a big series. It's going to be very competitive. And yeah, we played the A's tough in preseason. So I am looking forward to that series. But yeah, to talk about the game today, we just didn't get the bats going. We did set the table in this game several times, but we just weren't able to capitalize on that big hit, with runners in scoring position. And so that was what we needed today. And yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get that big hit today. So yeah, man, just a lot to take from this game. So yeah, Giants did get on the board early in the first inning thanks to an Alex Dickerson RBI single. And also in this game, you guys, we saw Mike Yastrzemski. He had a big 3-hit game tonight. So you love to see it from, starting to swing the bat and get red hot again. He did cool off of the hot start he had. So hopefully now he is starting to pick it right back up to that amazing hot streak. And so, yeah, welcome everyone to the show. So glad to have you here. I wish we were talking a victory today. Man, I was so pumped from the game last night, all the energy, all the momentum. I thought we could carry it to today. Cahill was awesome. Welcome, Crazy, to the chat today. Yes, Cahill, man, dude, was definitely awesome today. I thought even, going 50-plus pitches in 2 innings today, or an inning and 2/3. Again, that second inning, just way too many pitches, but he battled out there, you guys. He didn't even allow a run. And yeah, it was the walks he had 3 walks in that second inning. But yeah, man, he looked terrific out there tonight. And give a big credit to our bullpen. I mean, yeah, we did see, the rookie Caleb Berger tonight. He did give up a big 3-run home run to Maldonado from the Astros. And yeah, Caleb Berger earlier in the game did get a big double play. So, you definitely are going to see the highs and lows of a lot of these Giants rookies and a lot of these young players. And yeah, like Caleb Berger, you saw him today, get the big double play, but then gives up a big 3-run home run later. So yeah, man, just unfortunate from there because, yeah, we weren't able to come back when we fell down like that. And yeah, so kind of reminds me of how the 49ers came off a huge win against the Saints, then lost to the Falcons the next week. Yeah, man, I can definitely M2-201. I agree with that take right here. This is something to keep in mind because, look, we played such an awesome game, just like, the 49ers Saints game that was when last night the Giants in extra innings come from behind victory. And yeah, today we thought we can carry that momentum, and it would have been huge today, you guys, to get a victory to end the road trip 4-6. But yeah, now we end the road trip 3-7, but I'm looking forward to coming back home. Looking forward to Battle of the Bay over the weekend. We're going to play the A's 3 times. And man, last year it was a lot of fun, you guys. When we played the A's, we beat up on them last year. I think we won 3 out of 4 against them. So, hopefully we can continue to play well against the A's. But yeah, let's continue breaking down this game. So we are going to go up and down the lineup here for a sec. Again, if you guys have any thoughts or want to get your opinion on the game, if you saw it or what you're thinking, well, if I ever do decide to stream, I need to use StreamYard. Yes, dude, David, I definitely recommend it. Eric from Hum Baby Baseball actually I learned about it from him. So I've really enjoyed using it. And especially like this, how I can get you guys to see the box score here. And then, you got my little box here on the side. So I think it just works perfect with that. Welcome, Brandon D. Wild. Glad to see you in the chat, man. Welcome. Yeah, yes, pretty tough loss today, Again, with all the excitement from last night that I was feeling, this one just kind of takes the air out of the room for the road trip. And yeah, not how you want to go into an off day or end not a happy flight. That's what we'll say because, yeah, this road trip dropping 3-4 in Colorado, dropping 2-3 in LA, and now dropping 2-3 in Houston, unfortunately. Yes, what is up, dude? There are bright spots. Yes, there are bright spots. So we are going to be looking at those bright spots today, you guys, because there were some encouraging things, especially coming from the bullpen. Again, Cahill thought he looked pretty good with his stuff tonight, despite having to throw over like 50-plus pitches. Beats the heck out of the baseball. I'll tell you that. So let's continue looking down the lineup. So yes, we did mention Mike Yastrzemski, you guys, and there is some topic. We've been seeing Yastrzemski in center field, and I think he's been playing. What is up, World Traveler? Hey guys, my Astros won. Yes, welcome to the chat and congratulations on the victory. Welcome to the show. That was a hard-fought, competitive series. Each game was competitive. So, congratulations on getting that series victory. Very much needed for the Astros. You guys, I think, are still hanging around in the playoff mix. So, very exciting. So, yes, welcome everybody today. So, yes, Yastrzemski, we've been seeing him in center field. And last night, a couple of plays he dove in the outfield. So, thank goodness, he didn't hurt anything or his wrist or anything. But, yeah, it was frustrating because in last night's game, he got so close to catching a ball and 2 runs ended up scoring. But yeah, I've been pretty confident with Yastrzemski out there in center field. I just think those plays, some guys maybe could have made those catches, but you know what? Yastrzemski is doing a great job in center and swinging the bat. Absolutely amazing. You got to love it. He's picking up from his rookie season last year, hitting for power this year. He's got 4 home runs on the season and coming up big, in big situations like hitting the walk-off against the Padres. So Travis, I heard Verlander will start throwing and may be able to join the team soon. Yes, man, that would be absolutely great for you guys, World Traveler. If Justin Verlander can come back, because look, the Astros, they have a lot of rookies over there. And so, again, it could be a lot of growing pains there. And the Giants, we did get to see a lot of those rookie pitchers even coming out of the bullpen. And I think, what was the starter from yesterday's game? Bedak, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize. But he was a 24-year-old pitcher with absolute terrific stuff. So, yeah, the Giants, we got our first crack at him. So, yeah, it's going to be it'll be intriguing to see what the let's see, Belilak. Yeah, thank you for that. But yes, so I absolutely am so excited to continue to see Mike Yastrzemski this season. You guys just has been a terrific bright spot ever since we got him last year. And yeah, Alex Dickerson, he got the start. He batted second today. He started in left field. He did have an RBI single going 1 for 3. And Dickerson is now hitting 271 on the year. So yeah, Alex Dickerson did get off to a hot start. He cooled off for a little bit. And so yeah, we'll see today. Again, nice to hit there, getting the RBI. And then you got batting third tonight was Wilmer Flores. He was the designated hitter. Now, he didn't pick up a hit tonight, and Flores did start the season off pretty hot this year, but has cooled it off now a bit for Wilmer Flores. Now hitting 254, but did have a home run the other day. And now Flores, I think he's got 4 home runs on the season. So Wilmer Flores is, I think, tied with Yastrzemski for the team lead in home runs. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. I don't have the stats right in front of me on that. But yeah, something we didn't see Donovan Solano today. So, I hope everything's okay with him. I believe he was battling an abdomen issue, and that was why he didn't play in yesterday's game. So yeah, hopefully nothing too serious with Donovan, and we'll be able to see him get back out there, Donnie Barrels, see what he can do with his 15-game hitting streak, you guys. I mean, who knows how far Donovan Solano can take that hitting streak. This man is absolutely insane up there. He barrels up everything that he sees. I mean, the baseball is literally looking like a beach ball for Donovan Solano. So he's squaring everything up there. Team would be great if they had designated fielders. Yes, unfortunately, it has been like that this year. The defense just, today, thankfully, we didn't make any errors today. But yeah, man, we've been leading the majors in errors this season, and our defense has really hurt us a lot this year. It's made a lot of our young pitchers have to throw an unnecessary amount of pitches. Like you saw Logan Webb the other day, our up-and-coming 23-year-old ace. He ended up throwing like 65 pitches through like 4 innings. But one of the innings that he labored with like 25 pitches, it was because, we made a couple errors defensively. So, yeah, you never want to be having your young pitchers have to throw extra unnecessary pitches because, you're not making the plays defensively. So, yeah, that's something we got to pick it up. And, yeah, so I'm who knows why that's being a problem this year. But, yeah, we got to turn that around defensively. And, yeah, again, another thing today that we saw that we've seen all season, you guys, is that the Giants continue to fall behind early in the game. And, yeah, we can't just keep expecting to always come from behind and get victories because, you're not always going to be coming from behind winning all the time. You got to be putting the pressure on the opposing team, trying to score early, trying to put the pressure on your opponent. And so, yeah, that's going to be another huge key for the Giants moving forward this season is getting off to better starts in the beginning of games because, every time we're going to the 6th, 7th inning, we're always trailing usually, and very rarely are we leading in a game, where we can go in and basically bring in our bullpen and shut the door down. So yes, welcome everyone to the chat. I see Will in the chat. Welcome to the show. Glad to have everyone on today. Thank you so much for checking in today, guys, because I absolutely love having you. So let me know your thoughts if you saw the game today or what you're thinking. Love to get your perspective here. And, just let me know if you got any thoughts here. So, yeah, we'll continue moving up and down the lineup, discussing the lineup from today for the Giants. Brandon Belt did get the start batting cleanup today. He started at first base. Now, Belt did pick up a base hit. Let's see. So Belt did pick up a base hit today. And with Belt, though, the thing is, you guys, is that he has really struggled this year mightily, unfortunately. He's been hitting like a $130, and today he actually had an 0 for 17 that he broke when he did get a base hit. And we have got to get Brandon Belt going, have to get him swinging the bat here because he's going to be huge. He's going to be key for us to make a run, to continue to stay competitive in these games. So hopefully Belt today, again, getting that base hit, hopefully that will relax him a bit and he'll just be able to start swinging the bat well. And then in the 5th spot in the order today was Evan Longoria, you guys, at third base. Mongolian Beef getting the start today. Now, he didn't pick up a hit. And, for Evan Longoria, he has cooled off now. When he didn't make his first appearance No, okay, guys. Sorry, we lost connection. I am so sorry there. Man, gosh, that was okay, hold on bear with me, guys. We are barely rebooting back up here. Lost connection. So 1 second, hold on. My bad. Ding. Hold up. Okay. So I think we are good. All right. So we are hold on. Can get Okay, yes. So I see Littleton. Welcome to the chat. So yes, so No Hum Baby, he's doing his post game stream on his channel. So the way we got things set up, just to let you guys know, is with me and Eric at Hum Baby Baseball. One day he's going to be hosting the show, and I'll be coming on to his show. Then the next game in the series, I'll be having Eric Hum Baby Baseball coming on to my show. And then the final game of a series, likely, or in the 3-game span, me and Eric are going to be hosting our own show separately. And then we go back into the rotation of one day I host the show and then he goes. So just to give you guys a heads up to be able to, this way we can kind of give you guys a variety. Some days if you want to watch just him or some days you want to just watch me, that way we can give that to you guys. And then also when we get both of us on the show. So I love being able to bring that variety. And so, yeah, I love Pence, Bell, Craw, Longo, but goodness. Yes. Again, the veterans, Bell really struggling. Crawford has been picking it up late. So I give Crawford some big time credit, you guys, because he had some big hits in this series. Of course, the first game of the series, he had a 2-strike, 2-run single in the 9th inning when the Giants were making a late comeback that fell just short the other night, the 6-4 game. And then you saw the game in extra innings last night. Brandon Crawford did it again, you guys, a 2-strike, the go-ahead RBI single. He did it in the top of the 10th inning. So you've been seeing Crawford start to swing the bat well, so that is absolutely encouraging. But yes, Belt has been struggling. Longoria has started to struggle now. And Pence, he had the big game yesterday, multi-hit game, and hitting the 3-run home run. Now, Pence did get the start today, did go 0 for 4 today, but hopefully, again, with the at-bats that we saw from him yesterday, that's going to be really encouraging for him moving forward. And, he's going to be able to get on a hot streak because we need Pence to start swinging the bat well. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of at-bats going around in the outfield. We have discussed this. Let's see. I'm going to get to a couple of comments here. So we got Joseph. Have you seen the Pence documentary? No, I haven't. I've heard a lot about the documentary. I'm definitely going to have to check it out, Joseph. I'm sure it's really intriguing. I think I did see like a prequel or a preview of the documentary, Hunter Pence's documentary from his time in winter ball. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Sounds really exciting. I can't wait to watch it. But yeah, Pence, give him a lot of credit for being able to redefine his swing after the 2018 season when he went into winter ball and then was able to have the fantastic season that he had with the Texas Rangers in 82 games last year when he hit 18 home runs and he had 81 RBI. So absolutely amazing. Gonna take a water break real quick for a second, guys. But yes, Pence, he's got to get it going, these veterans. But what I'm really excited to see is the young players continue to get reps. When we start seeing a lot of these young guys finally come up and make their debuts, the Joey Barts, the Helio Ramos, the Sean Jellies, some of these guys, man, it's going to be so exciting when they come up and then we get a chance to see what they can do because, this is going to be the future of the Giants. We have what's really intriguing too, you guys, is the new front office, Farhan Zaidi and GM Scott Harris. They have actually acquired half of the Giants' top 30 prospects that we have right now. And that's absolutely insane when you consider that they're barely just in their second year right now working together. And they've been able to acquire that many prospects to the farm system, completely revamping the entire farm system. The Giants farm system, you can say really after, the 3 titles that we won from about 2015 through 2019, we had one of the worst farm systems in baseball. And really just the last couple seasons, we've actually been starting to revamp the farm system completely. Again, so that's been terrific to see because that's going to be critical to this next wave of young Giants talent that is going to be anchoring the field, anchoring these positions for the next decade plus or so, you guys, when we're going to be competing year in and year out, trying to play competitive baseball as deep into the season as we possibly can. So that's going to be absolutely huge. So we're going to continue on with the lineup. So, yeah, Crawford, the start at shortstop today. And so, yeah, we mentioned him. He's been starting to swing the bat well, having nice 2 strikeout bats. And Tyler Heineman did get the start at catcher. So I do believe Heineman and Chadwick Trump are platooning right now. So with Heineman starting against the righties, and then you got Chadwick Trump starting against the lefties. Now, my concern with Chadwick Trump has been his defense. If you guys have seen this year, Trump has unfortunately just looked absolutely dismal on defense. When runners are on base, Trump is putting his knee on the ground, and that really prevents him from being able to, get to his feet very quickly and make a throw when he has to, if he's trying to throw out a runner or even just, any type of movement there. So, he shouldn't be doing that. And now the thing is, he's done it in multiple games. So I would have thought that the first time he did it, and it was noticeable that a coach would have pulled him aside maybe after that half inning to Chadwick Trump and said, look, shouldn't be having your knee on the ground when you're catching, especially when runners are on base. When there's nobody on base, that's a different situation. But yeah, that's just something the young catcher is going to have to learn for Chadwick Trump. And the encouraging thing, though, with Trump is his bat, you guys, because his bat is absolutely amazing. He's got insane power, and he has shown it this year, hitting some big home runs this season. And so with Chadwick Trump, I'm really excited to see what he's going to continue to do in this batter's box. Let's see, are they but man, Chadwick Trump has got to be picking it up defensively. Also, still learning how to work with his game calling skills. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And then we got Mauricio Dubon. He did get the start at second base. So, yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Donovan Solano didn't get the start today. And, yeah, unfortunately, Solano has been battling an abdomen issue. So we wish that Solano the best, a speedy recovery, that he can get back out there soon. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see if he's in the lineup. But, I think something to keep in mind, I think someone asked the question, do I see the Giants struggling without Solano? I don't think so because, again, up and down this Giants lineup, you've got so many hitters. So, if we're going to be without Solano for a short period of time, I think, we have enough bats in the lineup to be able to stay afloat this offense and continue to produce and put up runs. I mean, this Giants team, I think we are definitely in the top of the leading categories in terms of hitting, with runners in scoring position, 2 out RBIs, 2 strike hits. We are definitely up there in, some of the top categories because the Giants have been doing such a terrific job battling pitchers, working counts. And that's what you love to see because, when you're doing that, you're really giving yourself good opportunities to put some runs on the board. You're extending innings. You're getting more pitches out of the pitcher. And more importantly, you're getting into the other team's bullpen. So that's huge because you tire out that bullpen. That has an effect on the rest of the games that you play a team in a series. So definitely something to keep in mind there. So, yeah, if we are going to start moving now, guys, to talking about the bullpen today. And again, Cahill did get the start today, making his first start. And, man, I thought he had terrific stuff today. But for Cahill, just that second inning, he had to labor there and throw pretty much like almost just a lot of pitches there. I think he threw like 35 plus pitches in the second inning, but he really battled today, didn't give up a run. And yeah, so then you saw Sean Anderson. He came into the game in the second inning, and it was a bases loaded situation, you guys. And Sean Anderson has been pitching very well out of the bullpen this season, and he did get a big out in that second inning. So straining the bases loaded there. So that was absolutely huge at that point in the game, when the Giants were carrying a 1-0 lead. And so, yeah, Anderson, he has been a guy that has really impressed this year out of the bullpen. We might even see him make some starts this year because, again, right now with Samardzija being out of the rotation, hopefully Samardzija, again, he's battling some type of injury right now. So hopefully nothing too serious and the Shark can bounce back because, yeah, it just has not been pretty for the Shark this year. Every time out he has started has not fared well for the Shark. So, yeah, we could see a lot of young arms, you guys, get their chance this season and be able to make some starts. And that's another thing we are going to get right into. So, Derek Rodriguez today, you guys, this was probably one of the brightest storylines coming out of the game today. We got to see Derek Rodriguez make his first appearance in 2020 here. And, man, when he came onto the scene in 2018, he was lights out, kind of reminding me of the early Tim Lincecum days. Because Rodriguez, every time out, he was going 7 shutout innings or 8 innings, 1 run allowed, and, getting so many strikeouts, 8-9 punch outs. And Rodriguez was pitching with electric stuff, electric fastball, using his off-speed pitches. And, man, he just looked so terrific in 2018 as a starter. I think he ate up like 130, 140 innings. But then, in 2019, Derek Rodriguez really took a step back, really regressed, and yeah, just wasn't able to kind of put it together last season. Take a water break for a sec. Hold on, guys. But yeah, Derek Rodriguez, 2019, it was a step back for him. And even this year, we didn't see him necessarily he didn't make the roster initially coming out of camp this year, but he was at the alternate site for quite some time. So, again, I was wondering for when are we going to see Derek Rodriguez, because I was thinking, okay, like if the Giants haven't called up Rodriguez by now, it must be something that they're seeing down there that, he's still kind of working, trying to figure things out on the mound. But look, today, you guys, he was activated, got called up from the alternate side, and man, he pitched absolutely beautiful today for Derek Rodriguez. And what was also probably the most encouraging thing from him today is that his fastball was clocked in at 95.4 miles per hour today, which is absolutely amazing because that's faster than any fastball that Rodriguez threw in 2019. And of course, 2019 was the year that he took a step back in terms of the excellent rookie year that he had in 2018. And so this is a huge encouraging sign, you guys, seeing the uptick in fastball velocity. And tonight, Rodriguez, I thought he pitched absolutely terrific. Now, his final pitching line on the day was 2 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 3 hits, did allow 1 earned run, did have 2 walks in the game, but had 1 strikeout. But again, that fastball velocity is key. And he could be a guy that we could see get some starts in the rotation this season. Because, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for some of these young starters to make a lot of starts this year because I don't anticipate we know with Samardzija, I'm not sure how that's all going to play out. So there could be some starts there that are going to be able to get, taken. We know Logan Webb, he has been the ace of this staff. You guys, Logan Webb this year has just looked so terrific now in his sophomore season and has never been able to pitch through a full season for Logan Webb. Of course, he got called up in August of last year. So Logan Webb is still still a baby, you guys, just 23 years old and only got about 18 to 19 big league starts under his belt. But look, this year he is looking like the ace of our rotation, and it's been really fun to see from Logan Webb. He has pitched very terrific against a lot of tough teams this year. He pitched great against the Dodgers, and I think he had another great outing as well. I think it was against the Rockies, but man, you've been seeing Logan Webb pitch very well this season, and man, just so excited to see him continue to make starts. And Kevin Gausman, you guys, the veteran starter, this is probably one of the most exciting things we've seen because Gausman was clocked in at 99 miles per hour the other day, Sunday, against the Dodgers in LA. Kevin Gausman, he's going to be absolutely huge in our rotation, you guys. A huge pickup from Farhan Zaidi, GM Scott Harris, and this Giants front office. because we got him for a 1-year, $10 million deal. And yeah, he just looked so fantastic this year, especially with the strikeouts, that fastball. He's got the filthy changeup coming from Kevin Gausman. So, man, I've absolutely loved what we've been seeing from Gausman. And you never know, you guys, Gausman could be somebody that could bring in a lot of value through a trade because, right now I'm still confident that the Giants were going to be in the playoff mix come that August 31st trade deadline. And I think we're going to be looking to add to this group, maybe trying to add a young player under club control for several years. If there's a player that's available like that for this season, if we're in a playoff hunt, then why not go out and try to get somebody that's under club control? So yeah, it's all going to depend on, where we are in the standings as we get closer to August 31st. And again, the key coming off of this road trip was to, stay above water when you came back home from this road trip. Now we went 3-7 on the road trip, and coming into today, the Giants were 3.5 games back of a wild card spot. So pending the outcomes of today, we could be looking at 4.5 out. Now, again, that's still doable to do with now. We're just now a third of the way done through the season, you guys. We are 20 games into the season. Now we are at 8-12. And the big key for the Giants is right now trying to get back to that 500 record. Because look, in this shortened season with the extra playoff teams added now in each league to make the playoffs, if you can find a way to go 500 this season, then I think that's going to be good enough to get you into the playoffs. And like I've said with this Giants team, with the way that we can swing the bat, we know we're never going to be out of any ball game. And we have so many terrific young arms coming out of that bullpen. The bullpen could be lights out. And look, we feature some pretty good starters we can throw up there. If you're talking about, throwing a Logan Webb or throwing a Johnny Cueto or a Kevin Gausman. So, facing someone in a short series, playoff series, you definitely like our chances. Again, we wouldn't have nothing to lose if we sneak into the playoffs this year. So look, I'm still going to continue to keep the faith, you guys, and keep believing in this team because look, they've done some amazing things this season and how they have been able to come back and fight back in ball games. And you got to love it, you guys, because it shows the character and heart of this baseball team. And you just love it because, you never feel like you're out of any game. And you love resiliency because that is what this team has shown this year. And that's going to keep us in a lot of ball games and help us to win. And it's going to be absolutely invaluable. And so, man, just absolutely huge, you guys. So there are a lot of things to be excited about. So this season. So yeah, Derek Rodriguez, man, he is my guy. I think you're going to see him get back into the rotation this year and have some phenomenal starts. So absolutely love seeing Derek Rodriguez pitch today. That was very encouraging. Now, also we did see Caleb Berger today. So yes, I think I did mention him a little bit earlier, you guys, but Caleb Berger, again, we're going to see the growing pains because he did give up a big 3-run home run to Maldonado from the Astros. But Caleb Berger, the inning prior, did get a huge double play ground ball. So, yeah, you're going to see the ups and downs from him. But overall, the rookie left-hander, Caleb Berger, has looked terrific this year, you guys. And his fastball has been able to get up there at 95 miles per hour. So, got to love it from Caleb Berger. And just like we've seen a lot of these young arms coming out of the bullpen, Sam Selman, you guys, the lefty, he came out of the bullpen, I think 20-year-old lefty, and has just been absolutely terrific. He has been lights out, shutting the door down, coming out of the bullpen. Sam Selman today, he went an inning, did allow 2 hits in the game, but did have a strikeout and has an amazing 1.29 earned run average, you guys. Just absolutely amazing. And we have seen Gabe Kapler go to Sam Selman in some high leverage situations. So he's another young arm that's just continuing to get better. And then we also saw Harleen Garcia pitch an inning today. Now he has 3 years of big league experience under his belt, and he was reinstated from the 60-day injured list. I believe it was yesterday. So Harleen Garcia is a guy that really impressed in spring training this year. Now, unfortunately, due to some injuries, wasn't on the roster to start the season. And yeah, so was on the 60-day injured list, but was able to be activated the other day. And yeah, man, pitched a terrific inning today, going 1 inning. He did not allow a base runner and also had 1 strikeout. So yeah, making his second appearance, Harleen Garcia, the lefty. He is another terrific, young, exciting arm coming out of this bullpen. And yeah, man, you just love to see it. The Giants having a lot of fun, exciting young arms coming in the bullpen. Now, also another exciting lefty. You guys, we can go on and on about this bullpen and what they can do. Again, for the outside, we've had some rough outings here and there, but all bullpens are going to have those moments. They're going to have those days where you get hit around a bit. But for the most part, this bullpen has been a lights out this season. They have been keeping us close in ball games, even as our offense is fighting back. That is huge because, you're keeping momentum in your dugout when your offense is coming back in a game, and you can rely on your bullpen to put up zeros as you're coming back. Again, if you're down 4 runs, put up 1 run. But then when your bullpen can put up a zero, you bring that momentum, you keep it in your dugout, and then you just try to build off that, keep the line moving. And, usually when you can do something like that, that's how you can start going on a big rally and score a lot of runs. So, yeah, the bullpen has just been huge this year, you guys, keeping us in a lot of ball games this year, giving us a great chance to win. And so you love to see it. Wendy Peralta throwing 95 miles per hour with the fastball. He pitched 1 inning today. Terrific outing from him with 2 strikeouts, and he did not allow a hit or a walk tonight. So absolutely amazing from Wendy Peralta. And man, also Tyler Rogers, the submariner thrower, you guys, has looked amazing this year outside of a couple rough outings, that kind of ballooned his ERA. And we saw Tyler Rogers, the submariner, last night in extra innings in the bottom of the 10th inning, you guys. He picked up his first major league save. So congratulations from last night's game to Tyler Rogers. And this is only a sign of many more exciting, good things to come for the submarine thrower. We've been seeing him used in the 8th inning, high leverage situations from Tyler Rogers. And so absolutely filthy up there. So I love seeing this guy pitch. He has just been a lot of fun to watch. And yeah, I think he's just terrific to use in the 7th or 8th inning, high leverage, just a guy that you love to go to. And another young arm that is hopefully going to be coming back soon, you guys, is the hard-throwing right-hander, Reyes Moranza. Yes, he's got the 97 mile per hour explosive fastball, and Reyes Moranza throws a filthy slider. I think that goes like 89 miles per hour for Reyes Moranza. So it's going to be huge when he is able to come back off of the injured list this year. So, man, this bullpen, so exciting. And then also you got Trevor Gott, who we got last year, and he pitched terrific out of the bullpen for us in 2019. And Trevor Gott has just looked amazing this year. He has been the closer for us this year, picking up 4 saves on the season and pitching through some really big lineups, Dodgers, Rockies. So, yeah, Trevor Gott has had to face the beef of some of these best lineups in baseball and has been able to shut the door down and get us to victory and get those big saves. So that's something that's been a huge bright spot out of 2020. I loved how well Gott was pitching in 2019. And so am I surprised that he did this? I'm not surprised that he has done so well this year in that closer's role. I'm just really excited for him because, again, I've seen what he can do from going back to last year. So you absolutely have to love what we've been seeing from Trevor Gott in the closer role, you guys. So amazing. And so as we're kind of starting to wind down the show today, getting some thoughts going into the weekend series. We got the A's coming into town, and then of course we got the Angels coming in for a 4-game series after the A's. And the Angels, they haven't been playing their best baseball this season. I think they're like 7-12, so kind of similar to where we are. We're 8-12 right now. And yeah, so that's going to be a really competitive series and a good opportunity for us, because right now the Giants need to come home and try to string together a lot of victories and go on, a really nice winning streak here, to really propel us right back into the playoff race. So we got Dolphins beat the Bills 14-11. So I'm just going to go assume here that we got a lopsided baseball score. Let's see if I can pull that up here. So Miami beating, let's see. That if that is the case, that is absolutely okay. So we're pulling around some of the scores, you guys, from the league today. So we got, so let's see if we can find Miami. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Oh, yes, oh my goodness. I got it now. I see it. Yes, 14-11. Yes, you're right. Talking a football score there. Just insane. Wow, Miami 14 runs today against the Toronto Blue Jays, with Toronto picking up 11 runs. And yeah, man, you've been seeing that kind of stuff happen this season, because in a shortened season, let's see. So yeah, welcome, Rob. So glad to have you in the house. Welcome everyone. That Guy Sports Network. I like baseball, but the MLB needs to shut down. Yeah, right now I think everyone just needs to do their due diligence, do what should be expected of everyone. Because look, not just do it for everyone, in the sense that, look, the fans, we want to see baseball, so follow the directions. Don't do things that are going to put a lot of people. So, but let's see. So Rob saying, I see why D-Rod has been kept down. I mean, from today, I thought, I'll be honest, I thought, I liked what we saw from Derek Rodriguez today. I thought he looked really good, especially with the fastball. And so definitely, usually it is, yes. Oh, dude, I love it, Rob. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought when I seen that. I was like, definitely got to be a football-like score. I was just trying to find it there. So, yeah. But let's see. So we got Brandon D. Wild saying it's chaos this year. Yeah, man, just so much unknown right now with everything going on. And I see Rob saying MLB is talking about a postseason bubble. Yeah, I did see that today. So that's going to be intriguing. I think, I think that would be a good idea, because again, trying to keep everyone in one spot, I think that is best for, the health and the safety of all of the players. And especially if you can avoid having to travel an unnecessary amount, because, in the playoffs, you're going to be traveling constantly. So yeah, any way that you can limit travel in that case, I'm all for it. I think a postseason bubble would be a great idea. So yeah, as we find out more information, we'll continue to discuss that. And I see a 49ers mention. I love it. 49ers and Kittle may be nearing a deal. So yes, I did see that today, you guys, and nothing is official. Nothing is set in stone. So we will stay patiently waiting. I am hopeful. I think the deal, I believe they said it would be official by Friday. So yeah, we'll see. We'll just patiently await. And again, right now, so much going on social media, like Twitter, sometimes people leaking out news that's fake or things like that. So that's going to be, huge in terms of once some of these big sports breaking news happen. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. But man, I am excited for right now for us. We can finally, for the Giants to come back home, you guys, because this was not our best road trip. Again, we played competitive on the road trip. We were in a lot of these games and we fought hard, fought back in a lot of games. But unfortunately, in the box score, it doesn't tell you, fought hard or barely lost and those kind of things. You don't get points or additional. I see we got Big E. Welcome. I see, I believe, so welcome. Yeah, Royals fan. I love to have all baseball fans are welcome. You guys, I love talking baseball. So we're always here. It's all fun to talk baseball. And yeah, so got to love it. And we got Navon Thomas. Welcome. I apologize if I'm pronouncing names wrong, you guys. And also, if I'm not able to get to everyone's comment, I apologize. But let's see. I hope Slater gets well soon, as he has been on fire. Was told he has right elbow soreness. So yeah, we'll start here with this take. Now, yeah, I was surprised to not see Slater in the lineup today. Of course, when I did hear the news that, he was dealing with something. So hopefully nothing too serious for Austin Slater here, because man, he has just been having an amazing road trip, you guys. And Slater, he has been becoming the breakout star that we always envisioned that Austin Slater could become. He has been doing that this season. He's got 3 home runs on the road trip, and he continued his hot hitting from LA into Houston, you guys. So hopefully we'll see Slater with the off day tomorrow, and the Friday night game against the A's. We'll see Slater back in there for the Battle of the Bay, and we'll see him hit another home run against the A's. Man, that would be sweet, upcoming over the weekend. So yeah, let's see. Rob saying they may need to summon Duggar due to injuries. Yeah, that could be a possibility. Steven Duggar is a guy that we could be seeing bounce from the alternate side and onto the major league roster. So, something to keep in mind. Especially if Slater is not able to go for a week or so or something like that. Hopefully not. But yeah, I could definitely see Duggar being called right back from the alternate site. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. And yeah, another thing with Joey Bart, you guys, we've been talking about him. I've been wanting to see him get called up and just start already seeing him get at bats, but I think the Giants are waiting for, I believe, a certain day to pass in which the Giants are able to have an additional year of club control over Joey Bart. So I guess the Giants are just waiting for that day to pass by. And then when it does, then we'll probably likely see Joey Bart get that call up. And look, I know the guy has only maybe had 78 at-bats above AA baseball, but look, he's just been so impressive, so amazing in what he's done in the minor leagues. He has been on a tear in our farm system. And look, I think this guy is going to break out on the scene. And look, even in spring training, he was doing some impressive things with the bat, hitting to the opposite field with power. And the other thing with Joey Bart is he's a terrific catcher defensively. And with the blunders that we have been seeing from from Chadwick Trump this year defensively, that's going to be huge, to have a catcher like Bart who is great defensively. And let's see. So we got Big E saying, are the Giants still going through rebuilding? So, yeah, here, this take, Giants going through rebuilding. You could say right now we're kind of I would say it's like a transition year. When I say transition year, and what I mean is that we are playing competitive baseball this year, competitive enough, I think, to still maybe sneak into the postseason this year. But should we not get into the playoffs this year, we're building a nice foundation for the future. So yeah, right now it's kind of a mixture of both. We are kind of rebuilding kind of in terms of how everything is going to be built out over the future. But also we are sustaining competitive baseball in the short term. So that's what I think this new front office with Farhan Zaidi and Farhan Zaidi, new baseball president of operations, and then GM Scott Harris, what they have done a terrific job, in my opinion, of since taking over the Giants prior to the 2019 season is revamping this entire farm system and basically building a team that is going to be able to play competitive baseball, not just in the long term, but also in the short term. So that's going to be the key, you guys, because people sometimes aren't able to figure out how to get that balance, from, not giving up the short term, but also not giving up the long term, kind of getting the best of both worlds. So I give huge credit to Farhan, Scott Harris, and the new front office, because, man, the players that they have brought in and how competitive what we've been able to do, man, they've been able to bring in half of our top 30 prospects. And so that just tells you guys how amazing the work that they have done. So, man, so I see Rob saying Bart not getting at bats is what stings about not having AAA. Yeah, I totally agree with this take here because, this year we have not seen, of course, we don't have minor league baseball. And that's really frustrating because, look, when you're competing against guys in the batter's box, I mean, when you're, you can't take away from competing against a guy, opposing pitcher from another team. Because right now, what you're seeing at the alternate site, you're seeing the hitters get at bats against their own pitchers. Now, that's still really good experience, but it's not competing against someone with another jersey from another team. So, that's something to keep in mind this year. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to kind of gauge where these young players are when they're getting the call up. Because, there's only so much you can get from reps at the alternate site. And then when you're throwing them into a major league game, you're talking about for some guys, if they haven't reached the comfort zone at the big league level, then their heartbeat is going to be racing very fast. And so, you wonder how they're going to be able to respond in that type of scenario. So we got Sebastian. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. The Giants need to start the run on Friday, or you can call this season a wrap. Yeah, right now it is crunch time. Look, we are 20 games into the season now, and in going into today, we were 3.5 games back of the wild card. So pending the outcome of today, you're looking at possibly being 4.5 back of a playoff spot. And look, this homestand, we got the A's coming in for 3. That's going to be tough. But we played them tough in preseason, and then we got the Angels coming in for 4 games. And the Angels haven't played that well this year. They kind of, I think they're 7-12, so kind of similar to our record at 8-12. So man, if we can go out and maybe take 3 of 4 from the Angels, that's really going to put us in good momentum. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to pull up the rest of the schedule here because I want to see who do we play after the Angels. So yeah, so we got Arizona coming into town after the Angels, and Arizona is going to be another some winnable games for the Giants because Arizona also has the same record as us. I think going into today, we were tied with Arizona. So man, look, this homestand, it's a 10-game homestand that we have coming up. So look, that is going to take us to the halfway point of the season. This is everything. This is all for the marbles for this year, you guys. We got to play well on the 10-game homestand. It's going to be absolutely huge. So we got Big E saying, I think the Giants need to look up at the Dodgers because they have some really good prospects. Yes, man. The Dodgers, I give big credit to them because what they've been able to build over there is just impressive. It's amazing because, man, year in and year out, not only are they fielding such a great team on the field, but they always have some young up and exciting prospect upcoming. Now, of course, Farhan Zaidi and Andrew Freeman. Andrew Freeman, of course, now being, I think, the new president there. He has done a terrific job over there in LA. Andrew Freeman, back in his days with the Tampa Bay Rays front office. He helped, I think, build that team when they went to the World Series in 2008. So, yeah. But yeah, Farhan Zaidi, I think he also was absolutely instrumental in helping the Dodgers rebuild up that farm system. But man, they are so competitive and so tough. But what I love to see is, look, every time the Giants play the Dodgers, we are always playing them tough. It's always close ball games. And so I love it. No matter how good the Dodgers may seem on paper, we always put up a good fight against them. So we also got, the Angels aren't going to do anything because they overpaid Mike Trout. They don't have under big league swingers. Yeah, I mean, with the Angels, I think, I'm not sure what has gone wrong for them this year. With Mike Trout, you can say, yeah, they overpaid, but look, I think he's worth every penny of it because, this guy is a superstar. He is a transformational player. He is one of the greatest to ever play the game, Mike Trout, and he continues to do it, on a high level basis consistently. And yeah, man, I feel for Trout because a guy as good as that, you want to see this guy in the postseason year in and year out. And, the Angels, they haven't been able to make the playoffs. I'm not sure when the last time was that they made the playoffs, but it's been a struggle there in Anaheim for the Angels. So hopefully, they can turn things around there. So we got Sebastian saying, we'll see if Bumgarner pitch one of those. I like that take right here. So yeah, talking about the final series up and coming of the homestand, it is going to be a 3-game series against Arizona. And yeah, it's been heartbreaking, really, really heartbreaking to see Bum, you guys, because he's been getting lit up this year. You never want to see it, even if he went to one of our division rivals in Arizona. It's been unfortunate, but who knows if Bum will still be in the rotation to make that start because Arizona might be looking to give Bumgarner a break now mentally, try to regather his thoughts because, yeah, it's just been, almost unexplainable. I mean, the velocity for Bum has been down this year, which has been really unfortunate to see because, yeah, he's been hitting 86 and 87 and just so uncharacteristic for Bum. When he first got called up with the Giants, I think he was at least going 93, 94, and sometimes 95. And with a great cutter, Bum with that amazing cutter that he's got, I think 86, 87 mile per hour cutter. So yeah, I'm really interested to see if Bum is going to get a start in that Arizona series. And if he does, we'll see. I mean, with our lineup and how good our offense has been hitting this year, I do anticipate our lineup roughing up Bumgarner in a game. And yeah, it's going to be so interesting to see when Bum makes his first appearance against us. It's going to feel really weird. I still I think we're still all not used to seeing Bum in a D-backs uniform. And yeah, man, I'm definitely hopeful that we'll see Bum be able to retire a Giant. Let's see, but look at Bryce Harper. He went to the Phillies, and then the Nationals won the title. Yeah, that's definitely true there to keep in mind. Things like that can happen. You have a guy leave like that, and then you have a lot of money that is able to come off the books, and then you can go out, spend that money. Because here's the thing, you sign a guy to a mega deal, you're potentially forfeiting the opportunity to maybe sign 2 or 3 guys, with that same amount of money. So that's always something to keep in mind, depending on where your team is. Of course, if you're competing for that season, or you're, setting yourself up for the long term and things like that. Let's see, Sebastian, the Angels' last playoff appearance was 2014. Man, that is a long time. So yeah, it's just unfortunate that, one of the greatest players in the game, Trout, we haven't gotten to see him in the postseason a whole lot. Because look, you want to see the best of the best in the bright lights in October, you guys. And man, I can't wait. I hope we are talking Giants baseball. I hope we're talking Orange October in an even year. I mean, look, it's only fitting 10 years after the 2010 amazing World Series winning championship we had, you guys. We got to do something for the 10-year anniversary in 2020. And yeah, I think that's for the Angels need to do. I think, for the Angels to win a World Series. Yeah, man, I would love to see a guy like Mike Trout win a World Series, if it's with the Angels. But, man, of course, don't like to talk too much about 2002. Thankfully, I was not old enough back then to kind of really take that loss because, man, I couldn't imagine how I would have handled blowing a 5-run lead. But, yeah, again, so as we are winding down the show today, you guys, thank you so much for checking in today. I absolutely have enjoyed so much having you guys here. Now, before we end the show tonight, I am going to pick my player of the game for tonight. So before we get to the player of the game, we'll get one last question here. So we got Sebastian saying, should the Giants start Solano on Friday? So yeah, with this, I think it's all going to depend on how he's feeling health-wise. Hopefully, since he hasn't played the last 2 days, and now, with the day off tomorrow, that'll give him 3 days off going into a Friday night game. So hopefully he'll be feeling better. Again, he had been battling an abdomen issue. So definitely, I'm hopeful we'll see Solano in there on Friday. So yeah, I can't wait because, man, I want to see Donnie Barrels in there, you guys. The man is almost not human, always barreling up baseballs. And look, Solano had an off night defensively the other night, but yeah, it could be something to do with the injury he's been battling. So yeah, surprised I got through school and it was so exhausting. Yeah, man, dude, that big shouts out, Sebastian, whatever you guys got going on, keep thinking positive thoughts, stay positive out there. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic today. Again, despite the loss from the Giants, wish we could have won today, but look, we're not going to hang our heads. We've been trying to hang in there on this road trip, and yeah, it just didn't work out for us, going 3-7. So yeah, I'm going to my player of the game, I am going to go with Derek Rodriguez, you guys. I just loved what we saw from him today, especially with him clocking in his fastball at 95.4 miles per hour from Derek Rodriguez. That was faster than any pitch he had thrown all of 2019. And since 2019, Derek Rodriguez did take a big step back. I'm really excited to see what Rodriguez is going to do this year. If today is any indication, because I thought he was great out there. Now, of course, did allow a run and did allow some base runners in the game, but look, he was probably amped up as well. But man, Rodriguez also picked up a strikeout. So he is my pick of the game. I liked what we saw from him today. And I think, you're going to see Rodriguez get some starts this season in the rotation, with, again, we don't know what the timetable is going to be on Jeff Samardzija. So yeah, man, you love to see some of these guys, Derek Rodriguez, Sean Anderson, Andrew Suarez. We are going to potentially see a lot of these guys get some starts this year before the end of the season is up. Why does MLB not do 7 p.m. games this year like last year? Man, that's a good question, Sebastian. I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking the same thing to myself, because when I was seeing these 6:40 p.m. start times when the Giants are on the road, I'm thinking, look, we we are the only ones that start at 6:40, or we start at 6:45 at Oracle Park. If you guys know, we used to start Giants home games they used to start at 7:15 p.m. But then last year they moved it 30 minutes back to 6:45, and that was to accommodate, people maybe that have school, people working jobs, so try to get the game done a little bit earlier, but in the night. So yeah, I have no idea why MLB has been having all the games this year start at 6:40, or in this case, I've seen a lot of 6:10 starts for the Giants too, but we'll adjust accordingly. So again, you guys, thank you so much for checking in today's show. Again, I wish we could have been ending the road trip on a better note and have a happy flight back to San Francisco. But look, we will take tomorrow's day off. We will try to regroup, forget about, all the things that went wrong on the road trip, try to refocus. And again, we got to play sound fundamental baseball because we can't keep beating ourselves up. So yeah, going to be absolutely key. I'm looking forward. The A's are coming to town on Friday. It's going to be Battle of the Bay over the weekend. A lot to get excited about. Giants are still in a playoff race right now, you guys. We got 40 games to play. And so until next time, you guys, I will see you guys all again. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. I love talking baseball with you, and we will see you again next time. Have a fantastic night, you guys, and let's go Giants, SF Giants. Let's go. We are going to come back.